All right, and we are live for today's Teardown Tuesday. Welcome back. What was it, last week I was off? I took a week off now. I think last week we had one. There won't be one um, possibly for the next 2 weeks, but keep an eye out for the 3 week period mark from now, and we'll be back doing these live things over here on LinkedIn and YouTube. Just give me 1 second. I'm just waiting for this to show up on my phone so I can check and make sure everything is working properly. I never check to see if it's working on YouTube. I was kind of checking to see if this is working on LinkedIn first, and then I usually like kind of run my phone just below me to see if it's working and there's no issues. Here, let's check this out. Here's my name, Matt YULife. Matt's awesome. Yes, it says I'm live there, and here we go. Now it says I'm live on LinkedIn. Perfect. Okay, so let's get started with today's Teardown Tuesday Teardown. Still haven't figured out what we're going to call it. Sean Littman said I should call it Teardown Tuesdays. I don't know. I think both of them sound pretty good. Let me know what you think. Which one or which version you should we should go with. Leave a comment if you like Tuesday Teardown or Teardown Tuesday better, which variation of it. Also, let me know that you can hear me. Say hi. Let me know where you're calling in from. And very excited to get started today. We've got three companies that we're going to be tearing down. One's going to be pitch.com, which is a software for people who pitch their basically build presentations. And actually, I saw that a very cool thing, which I'll show you how they kind of built out their funnel, which is pretty cool. The second one is now we're going to kind of start expanding out into other platforms. I discovered the other week that apparently LinkedIn also does a kind of behind the scenes ad library for all the different companies that are running on their platform. So I can actually start breaking down and tearing down LinkedIn ads as well. Go for the more B2B companies. And the two companies we're going to be tearing down today is Times, I think it's teens.com, which is a no-code automation platform, and then YULife, which is a HR benefits program, which is, again, cool stuff they're doing on their ads, but we're going to be ripping all of it apart, as we usually do on this platform. By the way, what was it last week? I forget who it was. We had the first company ever that had a 10 out of 10 on their ad campaign, right? It was the first company they did. Actually, I think it was ClickUp, who we did last week. First time that's happened. Let's see if anyone else can kind of get into that covenant thing. I'm wondering, maybe we'll start doing like awards for the companies that actually managed to get decent ratings, as opposed to kind of the general kind of 5 out of 10 that we generally get for these things. So if you don't know who I am, my name is Gavi Zeitlin. I am the master copywriter and founder at firecopy.co, which is a subscription-based copywriting service where you can get basically revenue driving copy, right? So emails, ads, and your landing page and funnel copy on a subscription model, right? Get all the copy you need, written by one of the world's master top copywriters, written for you on a subscription model. So you're not locked into any long-term contracts. Think of it as a SaaS product. We just you pay and we get started. And when you take a break, you take a break, right? Kind of works out pretty well for everyone across the board that way. And that's it. That's my little pitch. And then let's get started with today's Teardown Tuesday. So let me just share my screen. Give me a moment, and let's get started. Okay. All right. So let's get started. This is pitch.com. Again, pitch.com, they're a company that offers a software to help you design your presentation to pitch to VCs, or I think it's just VCs. I don't think it's to like inside of a company or anything. But again, it could be relevant for everyone. I think they did adjust their ads lately. They're kind of pushing this event, but let's kind of break things down anyways, because even still, the point is, if you're going to be running ads, you're communicating to somebody. You want to follow the same sequence. You got to hook them in to do something. There's some goal you need to have with your advertising, right? It's a hook, story, offer. It's always the kind of the process you want to follow. So you want to hook them in with your ads, tell them a little bit of the story, give them some reason or idea of what it is or why they should be clicking over to your landing page. Now, so your landing page should continue on that story, and then have a very clear call to action for whatever the next step is that you want them to do. So what they're running here. Don't just present to pitch to win. Let's take a look at this ad over here. Okay, So great. So looks like what they're doing is they're actually giving away some type of free information as a lead magnet for their thing. So let's go through this. Let's look at the headline first. Don't just present, pitch to win. This is actually a pretty good headline. Also, join over 1 million teams today. This actually does a lot of things right off the bat. So what it's doing is it's talking about a common problem a lot of people have, particularly when it comes to the presenting pitching game in I'm assuming this is the VC world that they're targeting, was that a lot of people come and they'll give very boring presentations, right? And they think that, oh, if I just give the right presentation that's logical, that makes sense, I'll get whatever the outcome is that I'm looking to get. And the answer is no. Even in those presentations in boardrooms and meetings and with VCs, you still need to be able to persuade them and communicate emotionally what it is that you're going to be communicating to them. So this idea right off the bat here, it's saying don't just present, right? Pitch to win, right? It tells a very, very nice story where it's like most people are just kind of presenting, right? Here, what you're doing is you're pitching and you're going to win, right? How are you going to win? You're going to join 1 million other teams that are using your product today, right? So you got some social proof in there as well. So right off the bat, they've done a pretty good job with their headline. Which is the first thing that people will generally see to hook them in. They have the creative here as well. Let's take a look at the creative. Now, remember my rule for creatives. I need to be able to communicate within the first 3 seconds some big idea or some type of a hook without sound, right? So let's see. So a free resource packed with tailored insights. Right? This is the screenshots. Let's see what actually happens when I press play. 40% of marketers say collaboration is the biggest challenge to delivering a pitch. This is good right off the bat, right? If I'm in their market, I'm working on delivering some type of pitch. I'm going to assume, for example, they're targeting people who are pitching to VCs. If I'm going to do this right off the bat, we're talking and giving a statistic that's showing that there may be a problem that you're experiencing, and it's a common problem, right? This is actually a pretty good hook. This is a pretty good hook. Okay, so let's jump in here. Okay. No wonder 58% of pitch processes involve 6 or more people. Okay, so they're going for the simplification process on pitching. This is good, and they're using statistics to kind of back up what it is that they're trying to say to me. Okay, explore pitch to win for marketers. Is this some type of an event? What is this? A free resource packed with tailor. Oh, so it's some type of a resource, and expert tips to help level up your skills. Okay, so far, this is actually a really good video. I really like that it starts off by hooking me in nicely with a statistics, and builds on their story. And then they're giving away a free resource. Again, hook story offer. If the offer is free, it's always like a great move to get people to move to the next step. Because once you move people to the next step, you move them through the overall kind of marketing funnel of awareness. You move them to engagement. Right? So it's generally, it's not impossible, but it's generally very hard to move people from awareness to engagement. For money. Sometimes it can work, and I have seen it work in the past where people will give, let's say, if they see a lot of value for a short amount of money. One of the great stories I talk about a lot is Russell Brunson, when he was building ClickFunnels, would do this book giveaway where he would give his book away for free, charge you I think $5 or $6 for shipping, right? Which was a great, because it's $25 books retail value, great deal. And that was how he was able to acquire customers that he then was able to then pitch his software to. Using webinars and email marketing. And that was kind of how he scaled up his company without any VC money. Fastest growing SaaS company in history, $0 to $150 million in 3 years. So anyways, that all being said, this actually does a really, really good job of hooking me in and then still having a clear call to action, which is for something free as the next step. Now we have this guy who's talking, find out more. Fine. So let's just take a look at the, okay, fine. So far, I like this ad. It's doing a great job of giving a big idea right in the headline. The video hooks me in right away. If this is a problem or something that I'm experiencing right off the bat, you're going to hook me in. You're doing a very, very good job hooking me in with data, with numbers that support whatever issue or challenge I may be experiencing. Let's see here. Pitching. I mean, one of the things I like is that it happens to be that their name is Pitch, so they can kind of get away with using that everywhere, but they're not trying to blast their brand name everywhere, which we see a lot of companies doing, which is, as I always say, every time I see that, total disaster, every single time. All right, pitching plays a big part in winning a new business and securing investment, but it's in a state of flux. Ooh, this is good. This is good. Okay, you're identifying exactly who your market is with a sentence, and you're introducing, again, your enemy here, right? It's in a state of flux, right? It's a challenge, right? Like Thanos is coming, right? This is what's going on with this sentence over here. Explore Pitch to Win for marketers, a free resource pack with tailored insights and expert tips to level up your skills. This is actually a really okay. We've done it. I haven't seen a landing page yet, but we have done it. We have found an ad. I'm giving this ad a 10 out of 10. I literally can't see anything wrong with this ad. Now, granted, this ad is not for a call to action where I have to get on the phone or buy a product. It's for a free resource. But most people, when they think they're giving away free resources, as we're going to see in one of the other companies later, they get lazy. They think like, oh, it's free, so we don't have to market so hard. No, you have to market just as hard for the free things. So you have to move people as to the next level, so that you also can market hard to them when you actually want them to be on the phone with you and become a lead and become a client or buy your product. Right, it's the same exact thing at every single step of the process, and so they get a 10 out of 10 for this ad. This is actually a really, really good ad. So let's take a look at their at this landing page. Now I'm going to look at two landing pages of theirs. The first one's going to be the one that goes from this ad, and then in general, I want to see their main homepage to see how they do in terms of presenting their product. So here, 57% of designers have faced burnout during the pitching process. Okay, so now this is actually one thing I'm going to kind of maybe knock them off a little bit. This is the first time you're kind of introducing the idea of designers to me. Now, because let's say I was originally thinking when I was looking at this ad that this was a startup founder. It was a founder. It was executive, and somebody who's trying to pitch to a VC, which is kind of what you said over here. This is what you said. The pitching plays, new business and securing investment. Right. So you're talking about the people who are the salespeople, the executives, the startup founders. This is who it seems to be who you're targeting with this. And then you go to the landing page, you start talking about designers. All of a sudden, like now is where I see the problem. We have some congruency problems between the ad and between the landing page. Okay, so they're gonna lose a few points for that. That's a big deal. But again, I see they're following this theme of giving you stats to support everything they're trying to say along the way. Now, I think what they're doing here is actually they're showing you their product. But again, pitching insights for designers. Again, like this is what this links to here. And they mentioned pitch.com PTW 2023. I think this is the same thing they're sending to you, the same what landing page they're sending to you, but there's no mention and there's no hint anywhere here that this is something that's targeting designers. And look at this video. This is about marketers. Okay, again, marketers. This makes sense. That could be you have a lot of people. Okay, this could make sense. It could be a marketer in a company. This makes sense. But look, again, now we're talking about having a lot of people involved in the pitch process. Pitch to Win for marketers. You sent them to a landing page. Okay, you just lost 3 points. They just went from a 10 down to a 7, right? Because they went from marketers and now they're talking about designers. Oh, I see they have this thing up here where they're targeting different people. Oh, I see. You can go to marketing over here. Okay, even still, this is where it took me when I clicked this link. Okay, it says Pitch to Win for marketers, and it's going to be the design page. Let's take a look at the marketing side. 4% of marketers say collaboration on pitches is a challenge. Fine. See, now you have some congruency. Again, it's always important to have congruency between your ads and between your landing pages. Otherwise, and this is the big issue with paid ads particularly. People will be like, oh, no, I'll target designers because it's cheaper to target designers. And look how low my cost per click is for designers compared to marketers. Well, the question isn't what's your cost per click. The question is what's your cost per lead? What's your cost per sale? Right? So I'd rather pay more money to get a marketer to my landing page if there's a higher chance of them converting and become a customer. Right? So this is like a mistake a lot of ad buyers can make because they get so excited about their low cost per click. Cost per click means nothing. Right? Again, I'm telling you, I can right now get you this super cheap cost per click. I'm gonna go target Zimbabwe and India, and I'll get you 3-cent clicks, and everyone's gonna think you're amazing, and you're gonna get no leads and no sales and no customers and make no money. Right? That's how this thing works. Okay, so let's assume, for example, somebody made a mistake, and let's just look at this on a marketing perspective. Now, what I do like about what they did here is that it seems like they're using their product. This seems to be their product where they're showing their product and they're giving you pitchy insights for marketers. So let's just kind of zoom through this here. Okay, they're giving me information. This is it. This is a pitch deck. This is a very, very good pitch deck. They're going to run through this here. We have this one, juggling feedback, marketers' top challenges, creating pitches, agency spotlight. 64% of marketers and agency leaders say it's harder to win new business in today's economy. Okay, again, we're introducing a new actor here, which is agency leaders. Okay, we're targeting here. 80% of marketers say remote pitching has opened up opportunities that weren't accessible in the past. Gotcha. So now we're trying to angle this product for not just helping you make better pitches, but helping you make better remote pitches. Okay, that was a whole new business opportunity and fundraising opportunity that you didn't have available to you before. Okay, this is good. This is a big idea. Time invested up front pays back later. 44% believe that spending more time building ideas instead of formatting, or building ideas instead of formatting would have a positive impact on the pitching process. Right. So I've seen this. You've all seen this. Right. Someone's working on a pitch deck, and half the time they're spending, moving the stuff around and making the design look like this and moving the font, etc. That seems to be what they're saying. Is focus on your ideas. Don't worry about the formatting. 38% say they like to spend more time discussing a presentation structure and content as a team before starting to create slides. Okay, great. We're talking about the problem. This is nice. Invest in training. Marketers' top advice for improving pitches. Right, 8 points here. This is great. We have a testimonial here from Rob Mayhew. Unlock the tools to succeed with pitch. Spice up trainings with video recordings. Use templates to stay aligned. Create. Okay, now we're turning this into more of a product pitch. This is the product that's now going to solve the problems that we've laid out. Very, very good. Ready to pitch? Sign up now. Where does this button take me? This takes me to the app where what happens here? I sure hope they're not opening up an app here. Like, no, don't take me. You need to sell me more, man. Okay, you gotta take me like a pricing page, like a free option, so I can sign up. Use the I don't know enough yet about why I should. Like, this seems to be a much better page. this is lazy. Okay, these guys are losing points. So they were so good on the ad, and then it just started to fall apart every single step after that. Right? What you have to do on this page is when you click on this button, sign up now. Okay, I need to know what I'm getting. Right? So what you want to do here is you want to send to a page. Right? I'm assuming that they have paid and a free option. Right? I'm assuming if I open up an account, I get some type of free option. I need to see a page that lists all of the features of what I get in free and what I get elsewhere, right? And particularly you can make something like big, like, okay, if I can get 3 presentations for free, or maybe they're watermarked, right? Just to try it out, see if this will help you with the process. And let's say if I work on it with my team and I see actually it is better, I'll be happy to pay for it, right? But get me using it. Don't send me to the thing where I have to give you your email. I'm not ready to give you my email address yet. I don't know. I'm not ready. This seems to be like, I can tell from this ad, this is a cold ad. I'm sure, again, they're getting leads from this, right? But like they could be getting a lot more leads by changing their overall approach. Again, very simple. This presentation thing I think is brilliant. Just when you click the sign up now button, take me to a page that makes a lot more sense. Give me a call to action. Let me know what's going to happen when I put my email address in, right? Like I'm like, you haven't sold me enough yet for me to start giving my email address, but it gets started for free, right? This is what you get when you, and more importantly, they're saying get started for free. Tell me what I'm going to get when I get started for free. That's literally the only missing point. Give me that point, and that's it. I think overall they've done a pretty good job. I think, okay, fine. So let's just kind of give an overview here. The rest of their landing page. I'm not going to go through the other page because I think we got a lot here, and we have some other companies to go through here. This is great. Get started with pitch, sign up for free, unlimited members, unlimited presentations, custom. See, this is where you need to send me. When that button just send me down here, just tell me what you're going to get, what I'm going to get, right? This probably takes, this takes me to exactly the same page. This is much better. Okay, very simple. Okay, ad 10 out of 10. Okay, the fact that the ad sends me to a designer page and a marketer page, they'll lose 2 points for that. So they're going to get an 8 out of 10 for that. And then the presentation I thought was great. Right, I thought it was great. They're actually showcasing what it is that they're selling you, which is how to create great presentations. So that was great. The only downside then is going to be that when you click the call to action at the end of the thing, it takes me to a page where I don't know what I'm signing up for. As opposed to if you just had done what's it called, an anchor text right down to this part of the page. I mean, this area could have been done a little bit better, but even still, like it would have been better. But they're going to lose 2 points for that, so they're going to get a 6 out of 10 on their overall campaign. But again, what they did from the ad perspective, a lot to learn there, a lot that you can do over there. All right, gotcha. So that's pitch.com. Let's move on to our next victim. Our next victim is Teens or teens.com. So we're going to move over now to the LinkedIn ads library and just kind of understand what you can do. You put the brand name in if a bunch of other stuff comes up. So I preloaded some ads that we can look at that they've done. So what Teens is they offer a no-code platform for certs. Certs, if I remember, are computer emergency response teams, right? People who are dealing with issues or problems or crises, whether it's on a network, on IT, some type of IT infrastructure, or the computers, or whatever it is, right? This is what they're doing, and they're helping them. You set up automations for that type. That's their customer, right? That's their customers. They're helping them set up automations so they can do their work more efficiently. So that's the background. Let's take a look at their ads here. Okay, let's look first at the headline. So security automation for certs. This is good. It's okay. Like, it tells you exactly what you're going to get. I would add the no code thing in here because I think that's kind of their big idea. I would also maybe add a time frame, like set up your first automation in minutes, stuff like that. Like make it sound really simple, because generally security automation is a very complex field. And if you're going to give me a really simple tool, use that as part of your marketing. Let me know that you're giving me a simple tool. So security automation for certs, Times flexible no-code platform allows certs. Again, they're saying certs, so they're directly calling out who it is they're targeting. And because this is LinkedIn, I believe they can even target like that actual job title. So the targeting is great because you can target where people actually work in that field directly. It allows you to automate the security workflows for incident response, vulnerability management, and threat intelligence, as well as provide training and awareness for teams to help improve their security posture. This is good. This is good. I'm going to give them, other than this kind of little mark on the first one, I would expand this headline by just a couple more words that give me kind of a unique selling point here. But other than that, I would give this, overall, I'll give the headline an 8 out of 10. Because this text here does a really good job explaining what it is and what they do for them. Okay, so now we're going to move to the image. The image is good. It's Times enable our teams to do their best work measured in minutes, not days. This is good. It's good to have a testimonial off the bat. I would add a name and a company, ideally even the person's face here, not this kind of barbell here. Now, again, it could be you have the scenario where someone doesn't want to give their name. Again, this is the security industry. I know myself. Like, I had Sam reach out to me last week telling me how awesome last week Tuesday Teardown was, and I used his quote, which was that he learned more about marketing in 30 minutes than his entire 4-year marketing degree on these Tuesday Teardowns. But he didn't want me to share his information, his names. It could be that that's what they're doing, but if you're able to do a name, ideally a face, that's going to make this, I think, that much more powerful. But if logistically you're not able to do it, it's still beneficial. Times flexible no-code platform allows certs to automate their security. Okay, should they have it here? Flexible no-code platform automate their security workflows for incident response, vulnerability management, and threat intelligence, as well as provide training and aware. It's exactly the same text as above. Okay, so that could be a bug within LinkedIn. Interesting. You can also see their impressions. So you see this is 10 to 50K. It's primarily they were targeting Spain with this ad. They were targeting Europe with this ad. Okay, so this ad overall, not like this text, I think they had something stronger. Where was it? Oh, maybe they didn't. Maybe this is someone else. Okay, fine. So in terms of like this ad itself, it conveys the idea, right? It talks a bit about what they do. It doesn't really talk about the pain point at all. Generally, with ads, you want to at least address a pain point somewhere, right? They're talking about all the things you can do, but the more specific you can get when it comes to pain points, right? Like this is a great example. It's like, have you ever had your boss call you at midnight as you're falling asleep that there's some crisis going on, security crisis, and you then spend the next 3 hours working on something that if only you had a simple automation tool, and you knew if you had a simple automation tool, you could have solved this problem and never would have been an issue. That's what we help solve you. We help you get a good night's sleep, right? That's what this ad's supposed to do. So like, again, target some type of a pain that the customer is facing. I think is going to hook people in a lot more. But again, it's not a horrible ad. I'm gonna give this ad by itself. I would give it, again, the headline could be a little bit better. I'll give it a 7 out of 10. Okay, that's what I'm gonna give this. Now let's take a look quickly at their landing page. Okay, so in terms of landing page, times for certs. Are you part of a cert? Through Times certs, executive security processes. Execute. Certs executing security processes in a highly consistent and auditable way. Times is a no-code automation platform built for security teams by security practitioners. This is good, right? I would give actually, if you're going to do that, give me a face, right? Give me the face of your CEO here. This is Bob Smith. Bob Smith has 25 years working in Fortune 500 companies in the IT department, and something other, and likes dogs. I don't know. Give me a let me know a little about your company, right? That's actually could be very useful on a page like this. We give you also guys some credibility here, right? We give you the tools to which again, they're doing this here, but again, like they're adding credibility. This is fine, but like adding one more, maximize your landing pages in any way you can. We give you the tools to reinforce your security architecture and foster a culture of security across stakeholders. I'd be curious to know how they do that. How do they foster a culture? I mean, I understand the tool that I get. Like I've gotten so far that you can do a tool. What's the fostering a culture? Customers like certs are reducing the number of security incidents and improving the rate of early detection and using our intuitive, flexible product. Okay, this section of, again, here's my issue with this landing page. It's very similar to the idea on the ad. It's like you're kind of feature spouting you're feature vomiting all over me, right? As opposed to talking about a pain point and a problem that I'm experiencing and telling a story, right? So let's say like the issues of I'm looking for some type of an automation tool to help with my IT infrastructure, right? Like you're in my rational brain here, right? Okay. Oh, this company has these features. This company have these features. Now I just have to compare the features and decide which ones we need and don't need and which one's cheaper, right? Ideally, you want to move. You don't want, again, ideally you have a product that could compete on that front. But even if you don't, like again, I'll give you an example. The Apple iPhone is not the best product on the market, but they have a massive user and fan base because they speak to the emotional sides of things. Even people who are using, again, a technological tool which is inferior to many other products on the marketplace. So in this case, even in B2B, you could have a equal or superior product, but you won't do as well as somebody who tells a story. Like Apple will tell stories. They'll tell stories about their camera. They'll tell stories about their processor. They'll tell stories about the aluminum creation and whatever they do to make the nice smooth aluminum casing that they do. Like they'll tell stories about it. So use this opportunity to tell a story about, again, hook, story, offer. Right? So hook me in with some type of problem or what you're going to do for me. Tell the story, and then go into all this stuff. Go all this stuff after you told me the story, right? All of a sudden, you've got me, you've hooked me emotionally, and now you're going to tell me about all the things that you do. I'm like, oh, I consider it. Like I've now developed an emotional connection with you, right? Because you told me the story. I felt like you understood my pain. Because again, I'm telling you, these people get phone calls at 11, 12 o'clock at night, 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock in the morning, dealing with some type of an issue, right? Speak to my pain. Right, speak to my pain. You will not only will you get more customers, you will get raving loyal followers if you understand the pain of your market. All right, connect to anything without the need for additional resources. Automate, respond, threats. Okay, fine, whatever. Fine. This is blah blah blah. Okay, fine. This is all a bunch of stuff. They want you to now get a thing. I would actually not have these sections down here. Build out your story a little bit on your landing page. They have it. They have an email capture here. They're actually sending you to a webinar. Oh, got it. Okay, fine. So that's fine. Now this is a whole other issue. I just realized this is a whole other issue that they have now. Now they're sending you over to a webinar. They're sending you over to a webinar, but they haven't even talked to you yet about. They haven't sold the webinar. What am I going to learn in this webinar? Learn exactly how Times is helping. Okay, hold on a second. Okay, hold on a second. Okay, I'm backing up here. Okay, this is what we're going to call dumpster fire. Okay, they were doing so good until now. Okay, this is an absolute dumpster fire. The ad, okay, like I said, I'm gonna hold by what I said of the ad, about 7 out of 10. Decent ad, vanilla, bland, but like it kind of gets the idea across. But there's no emotional connection here. There's nothing other than just like, here's my feature vomit that I'm sending all over you. Okay, this is my new word. I'm patenting this word. It's feature vomit. Okay, I'm gonna see this a lot in B2B. I'm sure as I do more of the LinkedIn ads, I'm sure I'm gonna see more of this because I can see people are spending money on LinkedIn and they have no idea what they're doing. Okay, learn exactly how Heinz is helping cert teams around the world automate their mission critical workflows. Okay, Bob had a major crisis in his company where their team had to get something shipped out the door, and there was a critical security thing that if only they had a simple automation tool to solve, right? They could have plugged that hole months ago, but he was overworked. He didn't have the resources he needed. And if he had a tool like Tines to begin with, he could have solved the problem in 5 minutes, which wouldn't have cost the company a loss of $1 million, right? After Bob started using Tines, he was able to right, and then Bob wakes up. He's like, oh my gosh, like that was a nightmare. I'm so glad I put Tines in place. So if I put Tines in place, because I put them in place, I was able to plug that hole, and we don't have that crisis. By the way, other companies like Bob's are experiencing XYZ problems, right? Join our webinar where you're going to learn how to avoid these issues and never have to worry about getting phone calls from the boss at 2:00 at night to be able to solve these problems with major security problems with the company, right? You see how you sell the webinar a lot better when you do it that way? You hook me and you've told me a story, you've given me something that I can hold on to. Okay, this landing page is a shit show. It is a shit show. Okay, it is absolute disaster. They are spending, LinkedIn is a lot more expensive than Facebook. They are spending so much money. They are literally just dumpster fire, throwing it into a burning dumpster. Okay, all right. Okay, I'm giving these guys a 3 out of 10. 3 out of 10 for this. Okay, that's it. I'm done with these guys. We're moving on. Moving on. Okay, all right, fine. Now we're gonna move over to these guys. YULife. Okay. I got to calm down, get some blood pressure medication. We're going to move on to the next thing. So YULife is a cool, interesting product. It's a product for HR to offer benefits, which basically is group health insurance plus other benefits they give people. They give people like tracker apps and help them to stay focused on diet and exercise and meditation and all these actually kind of great things that they do. And I actually thought they did a pretty good job. Let's kind of dive a little bit deeper in terms of doing this. Again, the target for this is HR managers, and the HR managers' goal with this is to be able to improve the overall quality of life for their employees, as well as also attract new employees to the company because of the benefits that they offer. So let's look at this one. This was actually a pretty good one. The headline really, really kind of stuck out to me. What is the real cost of employee turnover? There's a guy actually on this platform, Jan. I had a conversation with him about a year ago. They were developing what was it? It was like a predictive model AI tool that could predict people's behavior. And one of the potential use cases was that you could use it as part of the HR hiring process to know somebody not just has a good resume or can speak well, which is generally how, even bad hires can slip through the HR process. It was able to kind of identify other things to be able to know how someone was going to behave. Because the worst thing for a company is to hire someone who's like not going to be a good fit. Because the problem is you generally don't know it till 6 to 12 months in. Okay, and then after 6 to 12 months, you've lost all that time, and you have to go then hire someone new. Like you can lose someone's entire salary, a year's worth of salary. I've seen stats. The company loses $1 million a year in productivity by just making bad hires. So they do a good job here asking the question, what's the real cost of employee turnover, right? HR manager, great question. This is something they're thinking about all the time. High turnover. Okay, this is actually, I really like this. High turnover means not only talent loss, but also significant costs. Okay, replacing an employee can be 9 to 9 months of their salary. This is a great hook. I love this hook. Okay, it's not only giving me statistics, it's telling me a story. It's telling me a story. Can you imagine an HR manager who's responsible for the hiring practices in a company, and they're constantly losing people for whatever reason, right? It doesn't look good on them. It doesn't look good on their job, right? So if they can get any tool or product they can to help retain employees, maximize their productivity, that you've got their attention, right? 87% of engaged employees stay. This is actually good. They're actually giving some sources here. So you don't always have to do in your advertising, but generally it can be a good idea if you do. Employees heard and valued. Employees heard and valued. Employees who are heard and valued. There's a little grammatical problem, but they feel 4.6 more empowered. I don't know how to get to that number. It's a pretty cool number, but I understand from persuasion standpoint, like it sounds specific, right? Specific numbers are always good in marketing. Wellness programs lead to 89% engagement. Right now, we're leading to the YULife product. Engaged employees yield 22% more productivity and profit. Simply put, wellness equals enhanced retention ROI. Great. So not only have you've targeted a pain point I have, which is I'm afraid that employees are going to leave or I'm going to have bad hire. You're giving me data and stats that tie into this story, and now you're tying into an end result that I know everyone in the company will want, which is enhanced retention and ROI. This is so far really good ad. I really like this ad so far. Choose YULife for better well-being, low turnover, superior insurance, and a thriving team. Okay, this is okay. I think it's a little bit early. I think you need to tell me a little bit about what it is first before you start kind of, yeah, this is feature vomiting. Okay. Before you feature vomiting is fine, right? As long as you tell me what you are first. I don't know. Okay, that's good. Want to learn about our approach? Fill out the form below. Come on. So we're gonna go to the landing page in a second. Let's just take a look here. This video, remember my rule for videos: 3 seconds, hook me in with something. Like my kind of issue, I did watch this before. My issue with this ad was a little bit, the video kind of like was a little bit incongruent with the message. Again, I understand it's kind of all tying together, but so I'll kind of give them a pass on that. But it could be cool to have a video that kind of hooked with some type of information from this. Like, what's the real cost of employee turnover would be a great thing to kind of lead with in this video. Right here, what's the real cost of employee turnover? And then give me a stat related to insurance. That'd be cool if you could do that. Okay, well, let's see. Simplify. Wait, hold on a second. What's your message here? More than employee insurance. Simplified. Okay. Also sure about that. Okay, people walking, B-roll. Woohoo! I'm using an app. Oh, hold on. Oh, there's text here. Oh, this is good. Here we wanted to have. Here, hold on a second. Oh, there's text here. Okay, incentivize employees to live healthier, better lives. We want to have something that was kind of more tangible. Okay, this is good. We have a customer base showing people that we're invested in them. Okay, this is good. This is good. It's like we're giving you as an HR manager a tool to make the employee feel that you're investing in them. Okay, this is good. This is good. This is so far so good. What you coin well-being courtesy for all kinds of spend it on awards. Oh, this is cool. This is cool. I don't know. I'll be honest. Like, I used to work in a corporation, and it's kind of I feel like honestly, like if you were to do something like this, like you're gonna give me points and coins and rewards, like it's cool, but like my brain's going off like you want to invade every single part of my life. Like I don't know. Could be it's fine, but that's just kind of my initial thought here. But again, what I'm not saying it's a bad thing. I'm saying that's an objection you have to overcome. The sell is not the employees; you have to use it. This is great. Your employees talking about they're meditating more, they're eating better. This is great. This video is fine. I think the only thing I would do differently about this video is to tie in a little bit to the copy. But again, it's not always going to be the case. You only generally have one video that costs more money, and the copy obviously you can do multiple variations of it. So I'm not going to knock them so much for that. But so far I'm going to give these guys an 8 out of 10. I think that the headline is great. I think the copy is great. I think there's a little bit of incongruency from the copy to the ad to the video, but otherwise, but the video is good. Other than the hook at the beginning, I would change that hook. But other than that, the video is very good. So let's take a look at their landing page. All right, this is where I didn't like them. This is where they broke down. Okay, they're sending to this page. I don't even know what this page is. Is this their homepage? Okay, let's see. Is this their homepage? Oh, I want to. Okay, I'm not going to get to it. They had a few more ads I wanted to get to, but I'm not going to get to it today. But I just want to see their homepage. This is different from their homepage. Nope, this is their homepage. Okay, fine. All right, okay. Once again, companies wasting money. Okay, you're saying me a bit protect, reward, and inspire life. I have no idea what the hell that means. Okay, this is fine, right? To have somewhere else later on the page. Your headline, 70% of the people will read the headline. Okay, which means that 30% will be the rest of the page, which means you've lost 70% of the people if your headline doesn't hook them. Okay. Now, what kills me is that the best headline is usually 3 lines below it. Look at this. This is the headline: employee benefits, well-being, engagement, and rewards in one platform that people really love and use every day. This is your headline. What the hell? What the hell? Why is this not your headline? What is this? Protect, reward, inspire. We're taking in. Okay, I don't know. I can't. Okay, like simple, stupid stuff. Like we're talking about, what kills me is this line was probably created by some branding agency they spent millions of dollars on. They're like, oh, we spent millions of dollars on it. Let's put it front and center on our website. And people land on their website and they're like, I have no idea what that means. When you literally could be explaining it right here. This is your headline right here. Here, this is how I'd rewrite this hero section. Headline: employee benefits, well-being, engagement, and rewards in one platform that people really love and use every day. Subhead: meet YULife, are an innovative new approach to group insurance. Protect, reward, and inspire the life of your employees. That's how it is. Very simple. Okay. They're spending money to send people to this page. This page is a disaster. Okay. This page is an absolute disaster. Okay, I need to go have some coffee. This was a lot of fun. Leave some comments if you got some value out of this. Share this with all your networks and your friends. If you are looking for some help with your, so let me get rid of this for a second. If you're looking for some help with this type of stuff, marketing strategy, copy, paid ads, emails, landing pages, all that stuff, we offer on a subscription model. Super easy to get started. Super easy to get what you want, results, and super easy to pause when you're ready to either move on or take a break from us. You're not locked in anything long term. But I think once you get started, you're going to be locked in long term because clearly I'm better than whoever they have hiring, whoever they've hired to do this landing page. Anyways, a lot of fun. Firecopy.co. Check me out on LinkedIn if you're watching this on YouTube. And I'll see you guys all later. See ya.